What is coral bleaching and why does it matter? Imagine a vibrant underwater city suddenly turning ghostly white overnight. That's what happens when corals bleach, a process that's becoming more common in our oceans. Coral bleaching occurs when corals lose their color and turn white because they eject tiny algae called zooxanthellae that live inside their tissues. These algae are not just for color, they provide most of the coral's energy through photosynthesis. When water temperatures rise beyond normal levels or water quality drops because of pollution or other stressors, corals become stressed and push out these algae. Without the algae, corals lose their main food source and start to starve. While bleached corals are not immediately dead, they are much weaker and more vulnerable to disease and ongoing stress. Coral reefs are like bustling underwater cities. They offer shelter, breeding spots, and food for thousands of sea animals including fish, sea turtles, and crustaceans. When corals bleach and die, the physical structure of the reef begins to break down. This means fewer hiding spots for fish and other creatures, fewer places to lay eggs, and less food for the entire food web. Fish populations often decline after bleaching events, not just for species that eat coral but for all reef animals that depend on the reef structure for survival. The loss of coral reefs impacts the entire ocean ecosystem. Reefs cover less than 1% of the ocean floor but support over 25% of all marine life. As reefs disappear, the number of different species and their populations decrease. Some animals may lose their only habitat, making them more vulnerable to predators or unable to find enough food. Over time, this can lead to fewer species overall and a less resilient ocean environment. Climate change is making coral bleaching more frequent, severe, and widespread. Ocean temperatures are rising because of increased greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Marine heat waves, which are periods of unusually warm water, now last longer and cover larger areas than in the past. Corals can sometimes recover if conditions improve quickly, but repeated or prolonged stress makes recovery less likely. When reefs bleach repeatedly, the chances of survival drop sharply. This isn't just about losing colorful corals. It's about losing the foundation of life for many sea animals. For marine life and sea animals, coral bleaching is a serious threat. Healthy reefs mean safety, food, and places to reproduce. Bleached and dying reefs mean more danger, hunger, and the loss of homes for many species. Protecting coral reefs from further damage is vital for keeping the rich variety of life thriving in our oceans. Efforts like reducing pollution, limiting coastal development, and cutting greenhouse gas emissions can help slow down coral bleaching and give reefs and their inhabitants a better chance to survive in a changing climate.